Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlos Phoenix for the Indie Lounge, and we have special guests today. They are called BR and Timebomb, correct?
Just BR and Timebomb.
Yeah, I always had to get something wrong. But we are together here with Olivia, Jabral, Chanel. Is it Chanel, correct?
Chanel.
And BR. And these guys are an incredible music group that I've been kind of keeping track for the past couple of years since you guys joined the Lounge Magazine's, what is it, social network that I put together briefly. It's still up, so you have a chance to go there on the website. Soon I will be updating the website. There'll be a whole new social network, and I'm hoping that'll be stronger and more powerful as before than ever before, and we'll be able to see everybody's entertainment there. Now, guys, tell me a little bit about yourselves. I know you guys are out in Brooklyn, correct?
That's right.
Yes.
And let's let everybody know, what style of music do you guys perform?
We do hip hop music with a mix, a blend of a lot of other genres of music. There's some R&B, rock and roll, classical, funk, reggae. It depends on the song and the weather that day and what mood we're in. But we like
for breakfast too.
Yeah, we like to mix it up.
Well, that's very cool. Well, I'm glad it's a mood thing. And all right, so let me give you some. Let's get the viewers some background. Basically, I saw your videos on the Lounge Magazine, and you guys have everything from trumpets. There's drums. There's all sorts of musical instruments. There's a lot of jazz and soul and a great mixture of instruments. And then you have these great lyrics that you put on top with a very hip-hop-ish kind of feel to it. And I find that to be fascinating because me personally, and I don't hold this against anybody, but I'm personally not that big into the hip-hop. And but listening to your music, it totally changed my, I'm not going to say my point of view, but it opened my ears to really listen into what you guys are saying and to listen to your music a little bit more than I would, the average type of hip hop music. So
Yeah.
It's kind of what we were going for.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you hit it on the button. So let's get a little bit of background on all you guys. I guess we can start all the way at the end with Olivia.
Hi, hello. I'm actually the violinist in BR and Timebomb. I'm from Queens, yay. So I met BR, I think, when we started, I guess, 8 years ago, and he was performing with another group, I was performing with another group, and he said, hey, I'm starting a band, and it's been great for 8 years, so I'm the violinist, and mostly grew up listening to hip-hop, all sorts of music, based in classical, but it's great to do a little bit of everything, so it's fun.
Now, okay, so you play the violin. Now, where did you train for that? Like, did you go to a particular school for it, or did you just pick one up and start playing?
Oh, no, I was studying for a while when I was younger. I also do viola, so mostly classical. I do violin and viola. I did my undergrad at UMass. I did my master's at Mannes College of Music, and yeah, so I've been currently teaching now in different schools. So yeah, on top of that, just performing BR and Timebomb and also classical things, different things in the New York area, but just a little bit of everything. So it's cool.
Very cool. Now, when you guys got together, I guess you met the other part of the group, what made you say, you know what, I want to do this style of music? Because, you go from classical and then you jump into this whole other genre, or you're creating some kind of a genre, actually. What in your mind snapped and said, I'm going to go from classical to this?
Well, a lot of it was always, I think, myself, I listened to all sorts of music growing up. Everything from like Latin music to jazz to hip hop, and definitely hip hop. Growing up, I think my age, we all saw what hip hop movement was when it started.
Yeah.
So to kind of be a part of that and be able to do it and be like, wow, this is great to be able to like come and collaborate with everybody and make this kind of music for ourselves, which could possibly and change and kind of flourish into something else. I think that just makes it so much enjoyable for me. because I know growing up I was always listening to like different everything from Run DMC to like everything like like all sorts of hip hop artists. So it was great. It was just fun.
Very cool. Now, you said you went to school for it. What school did you go to for that?
I did my undergrad at UMass and then my master's at Manus College of Music. So UMass Amherst.
Awesome. Now, Jabral.
Yep.
Now, we did do one other episode previously, and I messed it up. So I'm going to try and repeat some of the questions that I can remember, and get a little bit of background on you. So where'd you guys? Where were you born and raised? And then we can get into where you went to school for your music.
I was born the son of a sharecropper in the 1820s, and sorry. I was born in Connecticut actually. My dad was going to Wesleyan, and we lived up there for about 6 years, and then moved to Brooklyn, where my family's originally from. I've been playing drums since I was about 4 years old, because pretty much everybody in my family does some kind of music. You know, my father played trumpet, my mother sang. They performed together for, as long as I can remember. And some of my first drum teachers were my parents' friends. So like Olivia, I grew up listening to some of everything. What my parents played, what they listened to, their favorite stuff. And we'd hear hip hop. Obviously, I mean, growing up in New York, you're gonna hear hip hop. There's no getting around that, and it was one of our first loves. But when you have parents who are musicians, they're gonna kind of push. You hear something on the radio and they'll say, "That's not original," and then they pull out a record from their collection and say, "This is where they stole it from." So if you grow up loving hip hop, but you also grow up learning how to play an instrument, you're gonna end up trying to do something different with it. You try to kind of put your own stamp on what you love and change it, but in a positive way. I think that's what we've been trying to do.
Couldn't say it better myself. Now, all right. We're going to go next to Chanel.
Hi, Carlos.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Let's let everybody learn about you guys.
According to BR, I never do a little bit of nothing. But I grew up, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. My dad's from South Carolina. My mom is from Brooklyn. My parents weren't musicians, but they always appreciated music a lot. Like my dad used to play guitar, and my mom played viola for a bit, and we always had music in the house growing up. So I think I was 2 when my parents bought me like one of those little keyboards that you play along with, and then after a while I started like playing stuff off of television, totally by ear. So I don't have any fancy musical pedigrees, like proclaimed prodigies or anything. It's something I always loved to do. And, God blessed me with talent. I used to sing, then I went to keyboard, then violin, then recorder, and trumpet was the last instrument. And I grew up with Jabril and our bassist, Stacy Beatty Jr., and we all used to play the band together in Midwood High School. So when BR said he wanted to put this band together, naturally, because we had always been in the house growing up, to him it just made sense to pull us all together. And since we have been playing for so many years and years and years together, it's very easy for us to just connect musically. So.
Excellent. Your turn, BR. Let it roll.
Yeah, I'll try to fill in the blanks because they said most of it. I probably have the least musical experience. I was growing up, I mostly would watch. I would go to his concerts. Everybody in our family did music, but me, I was a visual artist. I draw and paint. I went to school more for that, and I got into rapping when I was maybe 13 or 14. I was hanging out with, what somebody might call the wrong crowd. I wouldn't say wrong because that's how I grew up, but getting into trouble and whatnot with these kids. But at the same time, a lot of them would rap and would always push me to do it. I would just sit there with the sketchbook and draw, characters and graffiti, and I was pretty good. But people would always say, you know, you have crazy ideas, the pictures you draw and the things you think of. If you start rapping, and that came out in your lyrics, you know, you could have a and I think now that I've developed that, I think I do have a descriptive kind of like, you know, pardon the cliche, but to paint a picture with words, I think I'm pretty good at that. And I think it comes from coming from that background of, you know, visual art.
Right.
But before that, I used to just, you know, help carry his drum cases. I saw many concerts with Chanel and Stacy, and I would hang out, and I started rapping with these kids around the same, you know, at the same time, parallel to them, they're doing shows, and I was real bad at first, and just kept messing around with it and sticking with it, and then this crew developed into a group called Higher Circle, and we had a nice run where we did shows and put out like 2 albums in the 90s and whatnot, like the late 90s, and did good and really developed. And then I wanted to start trying new things, so I started to collaborate with other artists and just get my feet wet and just try different styles. And it started to diverge more from what they were doing. So at one point, I just said I was gonna, you know, I guess you could say go solo, because I just was on my own for a while, going to open mics, trying out different things, seeing if it was good. Maybe the crowd liked it, maybe didn't. Just finding a new style. And then when I felt like I, you know, experimented and felt that out, then I started to form a band. And like as they put it, it was natural because Jabril's my brother, and Chanel and Stacy have been, you know, friends of family, or you could even say family, for years. Always, you know, over just for fun or for holidays or to rehearse with Jabril. And so it made sense to work with them. Then I was just fortunate, fate, you know, grace of God, whatever you believe in, that I bumped into I'd seen Olivia perform with another band called Dugious, which is another hot hip hop band from New York. And she sounded great, but she wasn't a member of the band. And when I saw her, I thought, you know, that's something that we could work with. And I think it, you know,
we just bumped into each other on the train, actually.
Yeah.
Just like, you're like, hey.
Because she lives in Queens,
Yeah.
and I went to school in Queens. And I said, yeah, I got it. And it was the perfect timing. I saw her perform like a year or two before that. And I said, yeah, you want to join the band? Let's make a band.
Let's do it.
Similar type of thing, how Kyle Carnage got to the group.
Yeah, Carnage is not here with us right now, but he's our guitar player. And we have had a guitar player most of our career, but we had a short time where we were in between. We had a real good guitar player that basically got a good job, and that was working for him, and it wasn't a scenario where he could do both. So he went that direction. We played for a little while without a guitar. Chanel and Olivia compensated with, you know, adjusting the melodies and whatnot.
That was tough.
But I guess lo and behold, a good musician can hear that. And this guy was in the audience at one of our shows, and he approached me during a song. The song was still going on, but it was a solo, so I got off stage for a second. And he comes, and I was gonna jump right back on stage in like 20 seconds. And he comes over to me with a hood on, covering his eyes, real mysterious, like, yo, if you don't mind me asking, your songs usually have guitar in them, don't they? And he was right. I said, yeah, they do. I can play guitar for you.
He totally did.
That's exactly, and for that
like right now, I can just get on stage and pull out my guitar right now and do it.
He meant it. He meant it as much as when someone says their name, he meant it like that, like the way you say, my name is Carlos. He said, I can play guitar.
Yeah.
And we believed him. And he approached everyone else in the band that night.
While they're performing?
And then he was in the band, just like that.
So he goes up to you while you guys are performing and says, I can play right now. Is that all right? Is that okay? Or did he just like invade and say, well, I'm playing the tune, I'm playing right now?
No, we had him come to the next rehearsal we had, and you know, we just clicked from there. I think from that first rehearsal with him, we was like, all right, if you want to join, you're in.
Yeah. I think he was just in the band. We didn't say that. We said, we got a show coming up.
It's still unofficial.
You have to be there by 8.
Yeah. You're still not in the band, but you know, if you still want to keep showing up, that's fine.
he's been a great addition.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
because
yes.
not only does he play guitar, but also he rhymes.
Mhm.
He's on a couple of our new songs.
Yeah.
He and BR and some of our friends have been working on some mixtape tracks together. Also YouTube videos. We've been doing some videos, where we're just kind of doing some humorous stuff, and Carnage is the star of those without a doubt.
Yes.
All right, so this is the part where I want to start maybe putting on some music. So you guys are funny. All right, so let me first make sure everybody can hear me. You guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
All right, very good. So what I'd like to do is put on one of the videos that you guys have on the website. I think it's going to be the third video from the video page on your webpage.
Okay.
And do you know what song that is?
I don't know what the third one is.
That's a shame.
I can't.
All right, you're fired. Next. No. All right, well, I'm going to play it. You'll hear it. And
Yeah, that's Believe in Something. Yeah, Believe in Something.
this is the video, if you can see it on your screen.
Oh, from the website. Oh. Why would I visit my own website? Kind of narcissistic.
All right, all right, don't tell it to your fans now. All right, so I'm going to play a bit, and then you can tell me a little bit about it later.
Do you believe?
I believe. Do you believe?
I believe. You all believe? And so now go show them. I believe.
Now this song is dedicated to the seventh member of the band. Y'all can't see him, but we know he's there. Now everybody may not agree with him, that's okay, but we know how we got to 2010 and Happy New Year. Thank God for Ken, thank God for everybody else. Hope you enjoy the song.
Something greater than yourself. Listen to nobody else. Something greater than yourself. I work for 7 days. I give my blood and sweat. I need a better way to pay the rent. Maybe take a second to celebrate the fact that we're even alive. It's like I gotta get free. I can't hold it back. Let me smoke that. Want to MC and go back. I need a pursue the remedy for the souls that MC's flowing and the melodies going that. All I know is that he was implementation, but we do better not to let it into the kingdom. If you're facing a situation, have faith in patience. God's way, they're gonna liberate when I close my eyes and dream about a world where music sings to make everybody scream. Troubles and stresses and their worries. Believe in something greater than yourself. Listen to nobody else. You must believe in something greater than yourself.
Excellent. Now that one's called Believe. Is that right?
That's right.
And tell me a little bit about it. The challenge.
no, it's based on a true story, and it really did happen where I was asleep, and uh, it was a tough week and didn't get my check, and we had already recorded um, our debut album, Believe in Something Greater Than Yourself, but we didn't have a title track. So it just kind of all came together. I was asleep and I woke up, and it wasn't just me waking up. It was like the Lord was like, write the song. And I was like, well, I'm gonna write the song. I'm like, okay. So I got up, stumbled out of bed, went to the front room, and just started like writing out the entire song, like the melody, the bass line, how the beat was supposed to go, the chorus, just kind of everything was just kind of playing around in my head. So I brought it to rehearsal, and we all worked on it, and whenever I write anything, I try to let everybody have enough space. It's not, the concept may be mine, but it's just like a conversation. Everyone has their place. Everyone has room to say what their take is on it. So I left space for BR to do his thing, and solos, so that everyone can kind of do their thing and show where their level of expertise is at. And next thing we know, we had a song that not only our fans but strangers, complete people who don't know who we are, really start to connect to us and appreciate what it is that we do. BR referred to that in a couple of our other tunes as like a dissertation, where basically it sums up what the last 8 years have been about. And we're just thankful that we're all able to do this, and we're able to inspire people. I mean, men, women, children. I mean, we had a lady in a wheelchair get up and dance during one of our shows, and it's just it's true.
That's cool.
Yeah, just
living together. It's necessary.
It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a really nice ride, and we're hoping that the ride continues to just get faster and better as more people learn about who we are and what it is we do. We're not just another band trying to get fame and fortune. I mean, it'd be great to roll out of bed and go to the studio and make 5 times the money we make now. But it's so it's great for us to be able to actually reach people and make them see another side of life that maybe they didn't see before they heard the music.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to put the next song called More Power. Is that all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
We like it.
All right. Let me set this up for our viewers. And let's get a move on this puppy. You just got to love the internet.
I was saying to Chanel that I never would have thought a couple of years ago.
Wait, hold on.
You better sing along with it.
My apologies. Didn't mean to do that to you. So, I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying to Chanel before we started, a couple of years ago, I never would have thought we'd do an interview over the computer.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy how fast things have worked.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, so let us show off some of your talents here.
Thank you.
Release the hums.
All right.
You better sing along with it.
Just
That's crazy.
And oh, that's the internet for you. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let it load up in the background. And
Okay.
you can kind of give me a little bit of background of the song.
This song, well, to quote one of the lyrics in the song, I said, "This is my motivational hit." It's kind of like it's a funky motivational speech, It's I think at the song is not old, but it's not that new. And around the time I was training for, or it might have been after, but either way, I was training. I still trained, but at the time I was trained to compete in Muay Thai, which for some people it's easy, but it was not easy for me. And juggling that with everything else going on in my life, music of course, and working and everything else. And while the song is not necessarily about fighting or combat sports, it's about just in a very general way, however it applies to anybody's experience, about sum it up that life is hard, so you got to be hard and you got to rise to the occasion, and you have to, just about things like delayed gratification and sacrifice, and and tolerating pain for a payoff later on. Just about hard work, and that can apply to you could be, not to be funny, but you could be a cashier at a store, and the song could apply to you. I feel the song, obviously, working out or training, but you feel it when you're trying to scrape money together to pay a bill, or when you're trying to get out of bed early in the morning when you didn't sleep enough. It's just about just doing whatever it takes, and pardon the cliche, but just to keep it real. And about digging and find. That's why I said more power. Just about digging deep and finding more power and making yourself stronger to be able to do what you have to do.
Well, so that kind of brings me to a question. So you're mentioning the struggle, particularly financially, for example, with today's economy and being an independent artist. How do you find surviving this atmosphere as a musician, especially if you're performing live in different locations and stuff? Has it gotten any easier?
I'm glad you put it that way, because it has. For us, it has gotten. Maybe the word easy doesn't apply, but I guess just in a chronological sense, and even though the recession took place years ago, and the last couple of years it's been getting worse. At the same time, we've gotten smarter and we've gotten better at what we do, and we are constantly meeting new people, good people, just like yourself. We're always meeting new people that are like-minded and are doing independent entertainment. So in that way, it does get easier, because we don't repeat our mistakes, and we always making new allies and whatnot. So even though the country has gone downhill, I feel like we're going uphill. Things get better for us every week, every month. And just having that attitude, which, 90% of the time at least, we try to, even though, obstacles and problems come our way, I think we do a good job of staying positive, and which probably wouldn't be easy if you were working on your own, if you were a solo artist. But when you're in a group of people that's good, even if you're not feeling positive at a moment, we all have this this drive. It's like if you're in a boat and everybody's rowing. If you stop rowing for a second, the boat is still going to move, and then you're going to snap out of it and go, "Oh yeah, I should row too. Sorry, guys." That's how it is in this band. So
that's cool. Yeah. Well, it's good to see. You guys seem to be very close. You seem like you're pretty much like family, and that's really
trying
nice.
to fit in the webcam. That's all.
It's more.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, we hang out. We do barbecues, and no, in all seriousness, we I think, just like a sports team, being friendly and having love and having a rapport and relationships and spending time with each other, while you don't want to fake it and do that as a means to an end, it's just we do like each other. We do click off. We know each other's families. We have similar interests and hobbies. Even back when we had free time, we would do a lot of fun things together. Now life is kind of hectic.
Back in the day.
We used to go partying together and stuff. Some still do. But that love is there. We have the cookouts in the summer, right? We're bound to have 10 cookouts and ball out and have a good time.
Barbecue,
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to put on this second song, if that's okay with you. And we're going to get that the performance that we were looking to hear. Okay. And just when you think you have everything solved.
Damn it, Bloomberg.
More power cells. What I claim to be and what I aim to be. I had a dream that came to me. I had a head like a cinder block, nuts like a bowling ball. Throw them on the floor so y'all could know what I'm all about. Talked about the things that matter most to me, where I'm going, my people don't, and knowing being who I'm supposed to be, and how to feel something, in this cold world, know what I mean. Then the clouds moved apart, an angel came down through the dark and gave me a box about the size of a human heart. You do it already, but this will make you better be, she said to me. And you can start whenever you're ready, be. I tried to see beside as such, tried to touch your hand. As you turned to dust, she said, no longer are you just a man. And then my head started swelling, and I felt my chest expand. Then the stairs started sinking on the step that I stand. Then my arms grew 11 feet, brain grew a cherry tree. With eyeballs instead of cherries, then I could see everything. My words turned to green dollars and solid gold bricks. Built a house out of topic, some of y'all don't know shit. And every night it's a party there, and all you gotta pay is respect to everybody there. And all you gotta say is, step it up, lift it up, punch it up, rip it up, jump it up, hit 'em up, here we go. More power, more power, more power, more power. Step it up, lift it up, jump it up, rip it up, punch it up, hit 'em up, on we go. More power, more power, more power, more power. Sometimes I get flashbacks when I sleep. I talk like war veterans. I'm ass like a beast and walk like George Jefferson. I practice and preach and walk a road never been tried by the faint or heart. Cause yo, where I've been, I had to play my part like how Denzel did with the blues, but more better than my Timberlands in your door. And I'ma take it off the wall, ceiling and the floor if you don't let it sit. When I sleep and talk like war veterans, I'm back to the beach, walk to George Jefferson. I practice and preach and walk a road never been tried by the faint or heart. Cause yo, where I've been, I had to play ball like a Denzel did with the blues, more better than my Timberlands in your door. And I'ma take it off the wall, ceiling and the floor, no less shit. So step it up, lift it up, jump it up, rip it up, punch it up, hit 'em up, on we go. More power, more power, more power, more power. Step it up, lift it up, jump it up, rip it up, punch it up, get 'em up, on we go. More power, more power, more power, more power. I don't know what you've been taught. I don't know what you've been taught. Go for your glory before you're too old. Go for your glory before you're too old. Break yourself and get broke a little more. Break yourself and get broke a little more. Find out what you were meant to live for. Find out what you were meant to live for, yeah. And that's what we be doing. We get it poppin' like how the Akis be doing at the Rockstar.
All right, guys. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And from what I've heard, that's like one of my favorite songs. So- Okay. Well, I think that kind of almost sums up everything completely. But the last couple of things I want to ask is, what's next for you guys?
Wow. Yeah. I'm serious.
Short term though, we're going on tour starting next month, April 8th. We're gonna do a big show here in New York, then we're going out to Chicago. Later on in the summer, we'll be in DC and Pennsylvania and out in Ohio. You know, that's just what we got booked now. There's more coming.
Yeah.
There's more coming.
Yeah.
And now, how are you guys marketing yourself? Are you guys using the Twitter and all that other stuff? I mean, what's pushing you?
Everything. we try to be thorough and cover every website that's considered hot for social networking. You know, we do all the above, and of course, we're in the real world too. Because some people forget that you got to be in the real world. You know, as recent as last night, Chanel was at a networking event.
Yeah, for Y and I.
You know,
yeah.
Just putting the music out and meeting people and telling people what we're about. And lately we've been like I said, things been going good, and we've been kind of attracting that kind of thing. Like it's pretty often that people approach us, or we just are meeting people. Maybe because it's springtime coming, but yeah. Well, just to answer the question, we do everything to promote. You know, we do online, we hand out flyers in person, we word of mouth, text messages, and
email
everything.
I see you guys share that responsibility there.
Like, you know, start doing with the blanket. You know.
All right, now maybe you can give us a little bit of an insight. What, outside of the most popular, which I guess is Twitter and Facebook, name another site that people maybe might be missing on.
YouTube, because I mean it's obvious it's a popular site, but some people think it's not only to put your videos and people watch your videos. It's like really strong social networking site, you know. Which
yeah, I mean they definitely have improved it. They've definitely improved YouTube in its sociability with subscribe, with the ability to you know, the comment system that they have, with the ability to share, you know, just having under the YouTube video and be able to just press share and put it on various websites straight from the YouTube screen. So yeah, I mean, they definitely, and they've added the like button now, which I thought was a little interesting. I don't know if Facebook's going to have a little suit with them about that, but who knows? So yeah, they definitely have done a lot of improvements on YouTube. But what else? What other social or marketing type sites would you recommend to up and coming artists?
Reverb Nation.
Wow.
That's a good one for artists.
And tell us a little bit about them.
It's one that is really compatible with other social networking websites. I think it already works hand in hand with Facebook and MySpace and Twitter and a couple others. And it's the kind of site where you can make your profile and put your music and your videos and your photos, and then these things be interchangeable with the other social networking websites, and it, you know, will have your show dates organized. And pretty much every artist most of the artists I know do have one, but you should have one of those. It's cool. And then that way you have a song player. It's going to be the same song player on all your websites, so all your views go to the same place. You know, it's not the be all and end all, but it's another good one to be on, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, like those guys are all good, all those guys. Clint.
Oh yeah, Muhammad. I just talked to him yesterday.
Okay. So all right guys, I do appreciate your time. Is there anything else you think you might want to share with your fans in respect to your music, your art, any words of inspiration perhaps?
We did just save a ton of money on our car insurance. You know, so.
But if they are in New York, it's the Tribeca Performing Arts Center, April 8th at 8 o'clock. Smart Ticks, you could buy tickets. You could go to tribecapack.org. Can't be more inspirational than that. The inspiration will come when you come to the show.
True. Yeah, and if anybody that wasn't sure how to find us, our website is BR and Timebomb.com. But if you type our name on YouTube or Google or Facebook, whatever, you're gonna get our content. And there's a lot of free content out there too, so you can download some of our songs for free. I really don't mind that because you're listening. Play it for your friends, tell them about it, and that goes a long way too. And for aspiring artists or young people, I mean, we're young, but really young people, if you're gonna do this or anything in entertainment, just know that it's really hard work, and you got to really be serious about it, and you got to love it. So don't think it's not like those kids on Maury that say, oh, I want to have a baby so I can feel love and have fun. Nah, music's not like that. You're gonna work hard. So if you really love it, then you're gonna love it. And if you're down to work hard, then you're gonna have a good experience. if you want something to drop on your lap. I mean, that goes further. You want to be a model or actor or a sheriff, whatever it is, you're gonna have to bust your ass. So, you know, it's no different here.
Excellent advice. Thank you very much, guys. That basically concludes our show. I do want to say, you guys, it's awesome to hear your music. It's different. I personally believe it's inspirational. I'm glad it's affecting a lot of people that you're playing for, and I do plan on following you guys for years to come. I do hope that you guys come back to the show as you guys are going further into your career, and I hope that's something that you don't have a problem with.
Oh, we'd love to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Well, that's the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. This episode has been sponsored by The Art of Tees. The Art of Tees is a company that does custom t-shirt printing and merchandising for everything from bands to other forms of entertainment and companies, and they do everything from screen printing, embroidery, rhinestones and studs, and just check them out at www.theartoftees.com. And once again, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Till next time, guys, the Indie Lounge at theloungemagazine.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at Carlos Phoenix or on Facebook at Carlos Phoenix as well. Have a good night.